Internet, good evening and welcome to week 4 of the Diamond Capped OK LCS. I'll be covering that for you tonight. I'm Alex, Agent A22, and we're going to go ahead and jump right into that one. Not a whole lot to say. You can see on the left of your screen that we are starting off with SNEK versus Dirty Brett and the boys. Gonna go ahead and jump right into that one if I can figure this one out. And that should, maybe not. Actually, I actually have no idea how this works. Let's see. This is what I want. Yes. No. Ah, there we go. Perfect. We're gonna go ahead and jump right into that one. On the blue side, we have Dirty Brett and the boys, and on the red side, we have SNEK. I'm going to go ahead and fix that matchup because it has them on the wrong side. Dirty Brett and the boys versus SNEK. Perfect. Going ahead and jumping right into that one. Very high AD, very high focus on physical damage on the side of Team SNEK. They have the Yasuo in the mid lane, the Jace in the top lane, and then, of course, Jhin in the AD carry position. Going to be doing a lot of physical damage. Although Jace does have a lot of magic damage loaded into his kit, you don't really see a whole lot of it. His auto attack coming right out of Hammer Stance does bonus magic damage. His, what is it called? Golly, I have it in my head, I just can't remember it. We'll just go ahead and click on him, because I want to know now. In Hammer Stance, the E... Gosh! It's not going to show me because he's in cannon form. Anyway, it does magic damage. The knock away does magic damage. And then, of course, the W electric field also does magic damage coming out of Jace. On the Dirty Brett and the boys' side, they have... double mage solo lanes. They have Kennen, they have the Orianna, but of course Olaf and Ezreal are going to be supplying enough physical damage for the team. Zyra, one of the better support champions for leashing because the plants can actually tank up the autos from the jungle camps. Sorry, gosh, I'm having a difficulty speaking, you know. It's been a long week. I'm having a a little bit of those allergies as the winter starts out. Alright, so here we go. Not anything particularly interesting happened yet. Neither team went for an invade, which has been super popular in both Diamond and Gold capped recently, so pretty surprising that they decided just to fan out. Alright, which team will hit the level 2 first on this bottom side of the map? I haven't been keeping track, but it looks like Landsnake's bottom lane will hit it first. Echoed Voice is going to go for a knock up here with the Yasuo Steel Tempest. Nicely blocked away by Command Protect from Chris Can't Miss. He's going to dash through some more minions, as Yasuo players are definitely inclined to do. Both bottom lanes have hit level 2 at this point, as have both top laners. Weenie going in for a cheeky little auto attack onto Jack right away. Takes one back in response. Echoed Voice going to be able to sustain his way up with the Doran's Blade and the potion, which he did pop. He takes a little bit of damage from Chris Can't Miss, who autos him down. Oh, he throws the Wind Wall in the wrong direction, but he does get the knock up onto Chris Can't Miss, but he takes a lot of damage for it. Chris Can't Miss just doing a good job protecting himself with that Command Protect. Tall Guy using that bomb to, or bouncing grenade to last hit. Alright, now Bad Cop is going to be using Zyra. Of course, with the ranged versus melee matchup in the bottom lane, Zyra will have the superior push, the superior harass as well, deranged down to about 50% HP. Neither AD carry block using off their auto attacks just yet. Chris Can't Miss going to make use of Orianna in the mid lane, range advantage over Yasuo, as well as strong laning in general. Echoed Voice going to get a knock up on a Chris Can't Miss. He's not going to go in onto it. He's going to just dash through the minions to try and dodge away from Command Dissonance, which was not used. Nice job by Chris Can't Miss to hold off on that one. Call Me Cheesy's been sitting in this mid lane for quite a while looking for a gank. He's gonna find it now. Echoed Voice flashes immediately, throws the exhaust out, and he is gonna go down. No, he knocks the knockup. Call Me Cheesy goes the ghost for it. Gets the first blood anyway. Echoed Voice will be giving that one up. It's very common. Oh, Weenie gets knocked into the tower range. He's gonna take a tower shot, and he's gonna electric rush away. Or lightning rush away route. Sorry, Jack is chasing him down, but here comes Call Me Cheesy. Flash away from the shock blast from Weenie. Bad Cop takes a lot of damage, but he returns quite a bit with those grasping roots. Weenie gonna go down to a solo kill to Jack, while Call Me Cheesy can't do anything to stop it. And PB Doughboy comes in for the counter gank with a nice flash body slam. Tall Guy putting some damage down. It looks like Derange did have to summon or heal on his way out of there. We didn't get to see the fight in the bottom lane because of all the action in the top lane. PB Doughboy coming in with a nice flash body slam to keep his top laner alive from the gank from Call Me Cheesy. Nice solo kill in the top lane by Jack onto Weenie there. Now, Deranged and Divine Panda forced under their tower. They looked like they had a good engage. Divine Panda got his combo off onto Bad Cop, but they didn't get double sunlight procs from Leona. Deranged did not wait that one out. Ooh, but Tall Guy gets rooted under the tower. Summoner Hill comes out to keep him alive. He's going to auto down Divine Panda, but Bad Cop flashes forward for an auto onto Deranged and picks up a kill. Nicely done by the support of Team Landsnake here. Now Tall Guy going to have the advantage of pushing in this wave, forcing Deranged to miss a lot of CS and getting a superior recall for himself. He really should be recalling here. There's no reason to go for this auto. Okay, I guess just that last auto, but now would really be a good time to recall. I don't know why he's staying. There's not a whole lot for him to do right now, and now he's given up his recall advantage. Deranged really is just going to be able to walk back into lane, pick up the CS, and Tall Guy's sitting at about a third HP with no buys. Echoed Voice now down about 10 CS to Chris Can't Miss on this Orianna. It's going to be a little bit more, just like 1 or 2 as he picks up this wave. Echoed Voice going to go for this pink ward. Finds Call Me Cheesy on a ward. And he's not going to try and fight for this pink ward here. Chris Can't Miss going to take away that ward. Alright, so Serrated Dirk picked up by Jack. Weenie going for the Zhonya's Hourglass Rush. It's really going to gimp his damage towards the mid game, but if he feels like it's necessary, considering that Jack has already solo killed him, needs to be defensive so that that doesn't continue to happen. And hopefully that the power of his ultimate, just the sheer utility of it, will be enough to make him an impact and fight. Bad PB Doughboy here in the mid lane. Echoed Voice does not have level 6 yet, and he goes for some harass. PB Doughboy doesn't want to follow it up, but he's going to find Weenie here in the jungle. He's going to get no body slam away. He's going to throw down the Slicing Maelstrom, which is sort of bugged on our client, apparently. We can't see it. Shockwave is going to pull him back in, and he is going to go down to Chris Can't Miss. That was weird. Just the fact that we couldn't see the Slicing Maelstrom. We did know that it went off, though, because of Kennen's signature voice call. PB Doughboy gonna go for the Cinderhulk enchant on his Gragas, not something that we really see a whole lot of, just in general, seeing the Runic Echoes being so powerful towards the mid-game and just so good on Gragas, getting him that sustain, the extra burst towards the mid-game. Echoed Voice gonna dash through some minions, looking for some autos onto Chris Can't Miss, but the Command Protect is gonna block off a lot of that damage. Yeah, Echoed Voice continuing to fall behind here. He takes the Thunderlord's proc, throws out the Wind Wall just to block some of that extra Clockwork Wind-Up auto-attack damage. Call Me Cheesy gonna take away his own blue buff, not gonna be handing it over to Chris Can't Miss this game. Alright, this is potentially a very explosive bottom lane once they hit level 6. Level 6 hit by the bottom lane of Team Landsnake here. They're gonna get the root onto Divine Panda. There's the Stranglethorn's gonna knock him up into the air, and he is gonna go down to Tall Guy's bouncing grenades. Not a whole lot of damage returned at all. PB Doughboy not able to get the pink ward since his mid laner was forced away already. Okay. So now PB Doughboy going to be taking away his own blue buff. Does not need to give it over to the Yasuo. Yasuo not making very much use out of the blue buff at all. So Gragas definitely appreciates that, especially when they go Cinderhulk rather than Runic Echoes for the mana sustain. Now 74 to 47 CS in the mid lane. Chris Can't Miss absolutely demolishing Echoed Voice in this matchup. Relatively even elsewhere, although the bottom lane for Team Landsnake does have the kill advantage. PB Doughboy snuck into the bottom lane side brush, drops a pink ward to make sure that he's not spotted by any wards there. Call Me Cheesy gets a deep ward, not a super deep ward, but he does get a deep ward into the blue side jungle of PB Doughboy. Alright, so now Bad Cop and Tall Guy are here, pushed up a little bit in the mid lane. PB Doughboy did cancel his recall, so he will be here if Call Me Cheesy decides to go for this gank. He's gonna have Ghost up, and he's spotted by the pink ward there, and they are gonna back off appropriately. Try and see if they can bait in Call Me Cheesy here with their jungler waiting in the wings. PB Doughboy has spent quite a bit of time here in this bottom lane, knows that he can't stick around for too much longer, else he's just gonna start falling behind. Oh, but Weenie going in onto Jack. He's gonna to the skies and knocks him away. He's gonna get stunned up by Slicing Maelstrom. He's gonna find the kill with that Thundering Blow. That's what it's called. Alright, Tall Guy does get the last auto onto him. Alright, Echoed Voice gonna go in for a knock-up onto Chris Can't Miss. He's gonna get the last breath. Exhaust goes down, and the Explosive Cast knocks Chris Can't Miss away. Echoed Voice wants to back away because he's afraid of the threat of Shockwave. He's gonna get slowed up, flashes away from Call Me Cheesy. Ragnarok is still available. Here comes the teleport from Jack, followed up by a teleport coming in from Weenie. Weenie does not have Slicing Maelstrom, however. It's gonna be cancelled away, and Jack looking for it. They're not gonna secure any kills. True Shot Barrage comes up through the mid lane. Now Jack in the mid lane, and here's Curtain Call. Curtain Call going to be trying to find Chris Can't Miss. He's going to get zoned away from his own tower by the plants and the Curtain Call. Echoed Voice throws out that Steel Tempest so that he can help his team get some damage onto the tower. Unfortunately, they don't have the wave ready for them. And Tall Guy looks to be going towards the crit build for his Jhin that has been catching up in popularity compared to the armor penetration build. Of course, the armor penetration will boost your damage quite a bit towards the mid game, gives you a nice spike, but the crit build gives you superior mobility and superior damage as the game continues to scale up. So if he's not looking for anything particularly strong towards the mid game, then this is the correct decision to make. Not going to be making use of the Power Trough quite as hard that Ezreal puts himself in by the Tear of the Goddess build. but it will scale up to match up in damage. Alright, so nobody in the top lane. Jack and Weenie both here in the mid lane trying to support their respective mid laners. Weenie does not quite have it. He will have the Slicing Maelstrom pretty soon. And he is going to have Flash if they wanted to go for a Flash Slicing Maelstrom just into the Shockwave for a quick wombo. Jack is going to go and head off that big wave in the top lane. Relatively even across the board, excluding the mid lane, which is heavily in favor of Chris Can't Miss right about now. Right, Divine Panda is going to take a little bit of damage, or actually quite a bit of damage coming out from Bad Cop and Tall Guy, and he's going to get caught by the Deadly Flourish and the Strangle Thorns and go down. Quick kill over. They do have Vision of Weenie and Call Me Cheesy here taking away this Ocean Dragon, but Jack doesn't really want to fight for it. He says, I'll take the top lane tower if you guys just sort of bully them away. It looks like Dirty Brett and the boys will get the Ocean Drake, but Weenie taking a lot of damage, but he goes for the Flash Slicing Maelstrom. Shockwave pulls Bad Cop back in. Weenie's Slicing Maelstrom is invisible. He is going to go down after the kill onto Bad Cop, but Call Me Cheesy and Chris Can't Miss can collapse upon by to Echoed Voice and PB Doughboy. Call Me Cheesy goes down. Deadly Flourish finds Chris Can't Miss as well, and he is going to go down to Echoed Voice, and Jack gets the top lane tower for first blood on the tower. Huge swing in favor of Team Landsnake. They're also going to move on to this Ocean Dragon, seeing as they just killed off 3 members of Dirty Brett and the boys. They pick up 3 kills, first tower and the Ocean Dragon. Yeah, and Dirty Brett and the boys, their bottom lane just not ready to rotate up and help their team with the dragon. The bottom lane of Landsnake came in first, and even with Weenie there, they weren't able to make it happen. And now Jack is even going to steal away the blue buff of Dirty Brett and the boys. That is just so unfortunate for them. He's now 2 levels up over Weenie. Weenie is going to have a terrible time standing in lane up against Jack right about now. Alright, PB Doughboy gonna recall the Youmuu's Ghost Blade, finished for Jack, as well as the Hex Drinker, which he did buy earlier. Yeah, he is going to absolutely demolish anyone at this point in the game. Call Me Cheesy going for a Glacial Shroud item on this Olaf directly after a Cinderhulk. It's gonna be either the Frozen Heart or the Iceborne Gauntlet. Deadly Flourish does not land onto Deranged. Tall Guy actually takes a decent bit of damage back when he's going for that trade there. He has finished his Essence Reaver. Not a whole lot that it does by itself. He's getting nice bit free damage with these auto attacks onto Deranged here. Jack lands a Shock Blast. He's going to look for it, but Call Me Cheesy here as he throws down the Slicing Maelstrom, stuns up Jack, and he gone a little bit too hard. He didn't realize Call Me Cheesy was here. He's going to flash onto Weenie, but he gets stunned up at the last second, and he's going to go down. Call Me Cheesy picks up his second kill of the game. Echoed Voice not looking for anything right away here. Just dashing through a bunch of minions. Gonna get the knock up onto Chris Can't Miss. The Static Shock Prig. Static Shiv proc. Ooh, Deranged gets hit by that 4th auto. PB Doughboy looking for it. He's gonna turn around and just put some damage onto Call Me Cheesy. He doesn't think he can duel right now, so gonna back away. Ooh, Bad Cop looks for the kill onto Deranged, but he doesn't quite have the damage. He just gets the knock up. And Deadly Flourish will find it. Tall Guy now on a rampage. Call Me Cheesy pops out his Ragnarok. There's no tower here. Echoed Voice flashes to get the dash onto Weenie and picks him off. Call Me Cheesy gonna get knocked up as well. Last Breath is gonna find him, but PB Doughboy takes away that kill, says, thank you very much. Jack even teleports into the mid lane to stop away that push from Chris Can't Miss. Dirty Brett and the boys getting out rotated here. Echoed Voice gonna shove in this wave in the top lane. Another tower goes down in favor of Team Landsnake in the bottom lane thanks to that kill onto Deranged. Now Jack might get jumped on by Divine Panda. Solar Flare is available, as is Shockwave. Echoed Voice is starting to split push pretty effectively with Yasuo. He has a lot of attack speed with the Static Shiv and the Berserker's Greaves. Tall Guy and Bad Cop continuing to push in this top lane. They shove another wave into the tower, take down about 20% of his HP. He's now got a sizable lead over Deranged in terms of CS, but he's getting collapsed on by Divine Panda, and Chris can't miss. Solar Flare's gonna land directly on the Tall Guy. He gets the Zenith Blade onto Bad Cop, says does the True Shot Barrage. Bad Cop gonna lead up the top side and gonna give his life so that his AD carry may escape. It does look like Tall Guy will escape. Jack is now pushing in the mid lane, seeing as all 4 members here from Kamichizi not gonna find the Deadly Flourish. Another tower goes down in the mid lane in favor of Team Landsnake. Now Echoed Voice moving towards supporting the bottom lane. Alright, now Jack starting to make a big impact. Oh, PB Doughboy here. Nice one into the wall there. PB Doughboy picks up the kill with that Drunken Rage. Shock Blast onto Divine Panda there. Explosive Cask really nicely placed. Not as good as you'd want to knock her directly into Jack, but it knocks her into the wall, keeps her in place. Chris can't miss, just unable to do anything there to stop being assassinated. Zanya's Hourglass now finished onto Weenie, but that's all he has. He has very low damage for what you'd expect from a Kennen at this point in the game, compared to the Youmuu's Ghostblade and the Hex Drinker already finished on Jack, and more to come when he does finish his next recall. He's sitting on about 1,300 gold. That's going to be another Serrated Dirk towards that Maw of Malmortius. Weenie looking for Echoed Voice here. Oh, Chris can't miss. Flash Shockwaves pulls Tall Guy back in. Just a nice kill. PB Doughboy knocks into Weenie, and there's the last breath. He's going to Zanya's right away, but there's Jack. There's no escape here, and he's going to flash over the wall, followed by the ranged auto attack from the cannon form from Jace. He's going to go down. Another kill goes over to Jack. Call Me Cheesy throws out the Undertow to try and push the wave away, but he's not built a lot of damage. He's building towards a Frozen Heart, it looks like, is the next item. Not a bad idea, considering you have some attack speed based champions like Yasuo and Jhin, even to an extent. Now Jack's going to find Chris can't miss here. He's not going to take too much damage there, and Shockwave not available from the kill onto Tall Guy. Right, Call Me Cheesy does land an Undertow onto Jack. That's going to be the permaslow here. PB Doughboy is going to try and smite away this blue buff and then jump away over the wall. He's going to get permaslowed up, and he knocks away Call Me Cheesy, but he is going to go down to Chris can't miss. Explosive Cast comes out a little bit too late to keep him alive. Now, Echoed Voice has actually succeeded in catching up in CS there. He's actually now 1 ahead. Weenie gonna take... Oh, the Slicing Maelstrom stopped by the Grasping Roots. He could not get in position for it. Now the Curtain Call comes out. Call Me Cheesy gonna take away a pink ward while we're not seeing what's happening here. Echoed Voice does not look for the fight onto Weenie. Divine Panda gonna flash away. I guess afraid of the Explosive Cask, but it wasn't off cooldown. And Deranged doing very little damage. He's a little bit too far behind. He's up 16 CS over Tall Guy, as has been customary against Team Landsnake. Chris can't miss, takes a little bit of damage there. Tall Guy gonna start away this dragon. And that's not to say anything about Tall Guy's skill, it's just that when they group, they prioritize putting a lot of farm onto their mid and top laners as opposed to the AD carry. Never mind, Grasping Roots is gonna find them. Shockwave pulls in only PB Doughboy, late flash away from Bad Cop, and a nice body slam means that Echoed Voice can follow up with the last breath onto Chris can't miss. He's gonna look for Weenie here, he's gonna dash through and get the knockup, and a double kill over to the mid laner Team Landsnake. And now Jack has found Deranged. Shock Blast goes wide. He's going to force the Summoner heal, but he's looking for it. He's going to go for To the Skies pretty soon here, and he jumps onto him, and he's going to get out of there with his life. PB Doughboy going to go ahead and recall in front of the tower as Echoed Voice takes it away with that attack speed. Iceborne Gauntlet now finished onto PB Doughboy after his Cinder Hulk. Yeah, and Echoed Voice now up 18 CS over his lane opponent compared to that 37 he was down a little bit earlier. Jack up about 31 over his compared to only the 17 deficit in the AD carry position. Oh, Solar Flare goes wide, nice sidestep from Bad Cop. He throws out the Grasping Roots, roots out Chris can't miss, and Jack is doing his best to try and kick up the kill onto Chris can't miss, or onto Divine Panda before going down, but Call Me Cheesy is going to chase down Bad Cop. The Undertow permaslow means that he will go down eventually. Double kill actually goes over to Chris can't miss. Alright, Essence Reaver, Rapid Fire Cannon finished onto Tall Guy's Jin. The Static Shiv, and probably is going to be the Infinity Edge afterwards. Just the BF Sword picked up now. The Youmu's and the Maw of Malmortius. 30 armor penetration already finished onto Jack Loves Lamps. Jace. And I'm just concerned that Dirty Brett and the boys, they don't actually have enough damage in their team right now to take down PB Doughboy or Bad Cop if Bad Cop's starting to build towards tankiness. Weenie is gonna take the damage from 3 shots of True or the Arcane. Golly, Curtain Call. Divine Panda gonna get rooted up by the Deadly Flourish. Jack did teleport into the bottom lane, but didn't decide to go for any fights there. PB Doughboy gonna get. Not sure what's going on there actually. All right, so 3 members here. Weenie gonna Lightning Rush away. They're gonna get the Acceleration Gate speed. Jack pops the Youmu's, that's the Shock Blast onto Call Me Cheesy, not too much damage. He's gonna get rooted up by Deadly Flourish, and Ragnarok is available, but he doesn't pop it, so he's gonna go down. Weenie gonna Zanya's away. Bad Cop catches the Solar Flare and actually goes big because sunlight helps plants grow. Shock Blast will find Weenie. Deranged is gonna get Explosive Cast back into PB Doughboy, the jungler, soloing out the 80 carry, but he can't find it with enough damage. Blue Tower goes down in the bottom lane. Divine Panda gonna get jumped on by PB Doughboy. Does not find the Deadly Flourish. PB Doughboy yet again does not have enough damage, but the Shock Blast will. Jack now on a killing spree, 7-3-3. Chris Can't Miss doing his best to clear the waves. Deadly Flourish will not find Chris Can't Miss because of the flash. Nice play by Tall Guy to force away the flash of the mid laner, and Echoed Voice jumping through some minions, try and do something. Bad Cop zoning him away with plants while they auto the tower down. PB Doughboy jumps forward, zones away. Call Me Cheesy once again. 5 members of SNEK walk in, take the inhibitor, and walk away. Undertow blocked up by the wind wall, and he is going to find Deadly Flourish, but they're not going to look for anything here. Weenie still has... No, he does not have Slicing Maelstrom. Jack pops the Youmu's. Here comes Curtain Call. It's going to land onto somebody. I don't know. Going to land onto Call Me Cheesy. It's going to be 2 shots there. The third will find him, but the Ragnarok away. Alright, 3 members of SNEK are going to walk in and rotate towards this mid lane while Echoed Voice uses Yasuo to push out that top lane. Meanwhile, Jack is now harassing in the bottom lane. Solar Flare lands on the Tall Guy. Bad Cop might have taken a little bit too much damage. Chris Can't Miss finds Tall Guy. Echoed Voice autos the tower with his last bit of strength while he walks away. PB Doughboy body slams onto Divine Panda and is probably going to give his life here. So Zenith Blade will find him, and he is just going to go down so that Bad Cop and Echoed Voice can run away, but the Ghost popped by Call Me Cheesy here. He's looking for it. The Wind Wall is going to block away the Undertow. There's the Stranglethorns, and Call Me Cheesy might have gone a little bit too far there. Oh, the double, but not going to find the last breath because of the stun from, golly. The stun from Divine Panda. He will not find Call Me Cheesy because Chris Can't Miss comes in to secure the kill. Picks up the Infinity Edge, building towards the Bloodthirster a little bit more defensively, but also gives you a lot of lifesteal, a lot of damage as well. Meanwhile, Jack shoving waves into the bottom lane. Call Me Cheesy gonna start off his blue buff. Just take it away for himself. Yeah, and now Echoed Voice turning the tables. 38 CS in the lead over Chris Can't Miss. Chris Can't Miss actually quietly racking up quite a few kills. He's now 10-3-1, but his team has not picked up a single objective on the map. Tall Guy gonna be standing here autoing the minions, try and keep this tower alive, but it is going to go down. The first tower that Dirty Brett and the boys are going to pick up, but the Curtain Call is going to come out. He's going to slow up. Chris Can't Miss. Call Me Cheese is going to come forward. Weenie going to take a lot of damage from PB Doughboy. The Zanya's comes out with the Slicing Maelstrom, which we still can't see. Shockwave pulls in 3. Nice job there, but Weenie is going to go down anyway. Not enough damage. Shutdown goes over to Echoed Voice, and Call Me Cheesy going to pop Ragnarok to try and run away. He smites down Echoed Voice as well, but the third Steel Tempest is going to find him. Double kill over to Yasuo. Meanwhile, Divine Panda did go down to the Goon Squad coming out of Team SNEK elsewhere. PB Doughboy gonna just tank up this tower while his teammates auto it down there. Second inhib in the mid lane is gonna go down as they rotate towards the top lane. Deranged forced to be in the base, clearing these minion waves, just crashing into the tower, and he's not going to be able to stop 5 members. PB Doughboy body slams into him, the last breath comes out, and Echoed Voice picks up his 8th kill of the game now, 8, 2, and 7, and they are going to just, oh my god, Weenie gets evaporated as he comes out of the base, and Team LandSNEK pick up the win. So LandSNEK will pick up this win here in week 4 of the OKLCS. This game, or this series, was a 2-0. Yeah, okay, yeah, it was a 2-0. I don't have the match history on me, unfortunately, or maybe I do. No, I do not. I don't have the match history on me, so unfortunately we can't take a quick look at that one. But we will be taking a short break before we get into our second game of the night, which will be Retribution versus Unlucky. Stay tuned for that. We're going to stop the stream for about 5 seconds while we start it up into the standby mode, and hope to see you then.